Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And good evening, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd Hook and Chris Worrell with you, bringing you all the live Aviator action tonight. Tonight, Game 2 with the Derby Twins. Last night, the Aviators took a 3-2 win. Try to keep that momentum going tonight. Derby comes in 6-5 overall, 5-4 in the league. They are coached by Bill Shaw, Dalton Parks, and Steve Edwards. Here's how they will go. Jacob Rubicki will lead it off and play left field. Jarrett Coyne will be over at second base and hit second. Justin Bundy will be over at first base and hit third. In the cleanup spot will be the right fielder, Brett Gonzalez. Bryce Donovan will be the designated hitter. He will hit fifth. Thomas Green will hit sixth and play shortstop. Mitchell Austin over at third base. He will hit seventh. Hitting eighth, Quentin Albrecht. He will do the catching, and rounding out the order will be Dorian Jenkins out in center field. Again, that's Rubicki, Coyne, Bundy, Gonzalez, Donovan, Green, Austin, Albrecht, and Jenkins. Defensively for the Aviators, left to right in the outfield will be Candor, Gordon, and Brosas. Levon Reynoso will be at third base. Sperling will be at shortstop. And Tooley over at second base. And Greening over at first. Martin will do the catching, and on the mound, a right-hander out of Southwestern, Ben Ludwig. Numbers for Ludwig: 2 games this year, 1 start, 14 innings of work. He's given up 12 hits, 4 runs, 6 walks, and 17 strikeouts. Very stingy earned run average of 2.57. Just had the first pitch thrown out by Jeff Whitfield, police chief of Haysville. It is Haysville night, so if you're a Haysville employee, come on out. If you're a Haysville resident, come on out. I understand Haysville employees get free meal if they come out, so that's a pretty good deal. All righty, we're ready to go. Here is Jacob Rubicki. About 1 minute early, we'll take it. First pitch by Ludwig is high and away. First pitch weather, 83 degrees, wind south-southeast at 19. That's blowing from right to left. Swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Rubicki out of Northwood. Comes from Clinton, Michigan. 286 on the season. 1-1, top of the first, and it's fouled back. If you're in the area, come on out. Free admission tonight. Can't beat that with a stick. Last night, Aviators 3-2 win over these Derby Twins. Bill Shaw in the third base coaching box. That's swung on and missed. That'll do it for Rubicki. He will go down swinging, and there's one away. That'll bring up Jarrett Coyne. This will be our first look at Jarrett. He did not play last night. He's out of Alma College in Sterling, Michigan. Second baseman, right-handed hitter, 208 on the season. First pitch to him. Bounced left side. Sperling charging up with it. Over to Greening in time, and they're 2 away. Looks like Coyne will need a new bat. I know a guy. 2 away. Here's Justin Bundy. Left-hander out of Northwestern Oklahoma State. He's a Ranger. Out of Athens, Texas. First pitch to him. That's in the dirt. Martin has already been hit. First to the top of the first. These Aviator catching crew is tough. I asked him the other day when's the last time one got by him, and he guessed elementary school. 1-0. That's in there. 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 away, nobody on. Top of the first. No score. That's high and away. Bundy's 257 on the season. Here's a 2-1 from Ludwig. Just missed outside, tried to backdoor him a bit. It's 3-1. And the 3-1, that just missed outside. So a 2-out walk issued to Bundy. Pretty good at bat there. That'll bring up the cleanup man, Brett Gonzalez. Out of Southeast Missouri State. Comes from Rolla, Missouri. Runner at first, that would be Bundy. Pretty good lead over there. And the pitch. That's foul straight back. Challenged him with a fastball right out of the bait. Oh, it's 0-1. Gonzalez, good numbers. 385 on the season. Pretty good size, strapping young man. Steps in from the right side. A lot of size on this Twins team. 0-1. Off-speed pitch is in there. Kind of a unorthodox strike call from the blue, but we'll take it. 1-1. Try not to get too ahead of ourselves over here. Derby comes in hitting .232 as a team. They're giving up just shy of 5 runs a game. That's high and in. 2-1. City of Haysville night tonight at the ballpark. We had a good crowd last night. It was Scout night. Lots of youngsters running around in their unis. Look pretty good. 2-1. That's fouled back. And leaving it up 2-2. Rubicki let it off, struck out. Coyne bounced out. Bundy with a 2-out walk, and you're up to date. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We enjoy the heck out of bringing these to you. 2-2. That is popped foul. Good pitch down and in from Ludwig. Pitch number 16 coming. Ludwig would like to get out of it and conserve a little bit. 17 strikeouts on the year. That's in the dirt. And he'll run it to full. And the 2-2, high and in. I guess it was 2-2. Now it's full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bundy will be off with the pitch. See who wins the battle here. And the pitch popped up. Greening over, fighting the wind. And just into foul ground, he will put it away, and that'll do it. So Derby will strand one. We have played a half an inning. No score from Haysville, and we'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. I guess is an appropriate response. Sorry about that, folks. Here's how the Aviators will go. They're 8-4 overall, 6-4 in the league. They're coached by Lance Spongeberg and Mitch Kellogg. Charles Gordon will lead it off and play center field. Tuli Tawahima will be over at second base. Levon Reynoso will play third and hit third. In the designated hitter spot will be Deshaun Reynoso. He will be in the cleanup spot. Keaton Candor will be out in left. Hitting sixth, Derek Greening over at first base. Bobby Brocious will hit seventh and play right field. Nick Martin will do the catching and hit eighth. And rounding out the order will be Sterling Sperling. He will be over at shortstop. Again, that is Gordon Tooley, Levon Reynoso, Deshaun Reynoso, Candor, Greening, Brocious, Martin, and Sperling. Defensively for the Twins, left to right in the outfield, Rebecki, Jenkins, and Gonzalez. Austin at third, Green at short, Coyne over at second base, Bundy at first. Albrecht will do the catching, and on the mound, Spencer Cochran out of Oklahoma State, redshirt freshman for the Cowboys last year. He's appeared in 3 games so far this summer, a couple of starts, 16 innings of work. Is hittable, has given up 16 hits, 9 runs, 7 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Gives up 4.5 runs per game. First pitch, that is to Charles Gordon. In there for a strike. Charlie would like for me to give a shout out to his folks listening in and watching from Alvin, Texas. We appreciate you folks tuning in. That's where Nolan Ryan's from, if I remember correctly. 1-1, slow roller. And it's backhanded by Cochran. He'll glove it over to first in time. That gets by Cochran. That's probably an infield hit. Gordon is erased, 1 away. Here's Tooley hitting .360 out of College of the Canyons. Yeah, he does have a big rip in the rear end of his britches. Asked him about those, said that was his lucky britches, so I guess we shouldn't mess with it. Baseball players are kind of superficial dudes. If you think you're hitting good because you got a rip in your britches, well, by all means, just wear those suckers. First pitch to him. That's outside, ball 1. Pretty good numbers so far, .360. Playing second base tonight. 1-0. That's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the first, no score from Haysville. Nobody on. 1 away. That is drilled and speared by Austin at third. Austin climbed the ladder and took a double away from Tooley. Boy, he hit it on the screws. And they're 2 away. That'll bring up Levon Reynoso, third baseman today out of Chesapeake. Nice numbers, .378. First pitch, that is fisted, popped up, left side or right side. First baseman Bundy over to make the play, and the Aviators go in order. We have played 1. No score from Haysville. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome back. Top of the second we go. No score from Haysville. Derby will send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. It'll be Donovan, Green, and Austin. Ben Ludwig out for inning number 2. Got through the first inning in 18 pitches. Here's Bryce Donovan, designated hitter tonight, hitting .278 out of Northwestern. Comes from New York. First pitch swinging, and that is drilled to left. To the track, looking up, gone. So Donovan takes the first pitch out into 63rd Street, and it's 1-0 Derby. That was no doubt wind or not. Wind is blowing out, however. That ball was scalded. So Derby takes the early lead. That'll bring up Thomas Green with nobody out of Cuesta. Out of Courtenay, British Columbia, 293, shortstop. And the first pitch, off speed, is in there for a strike to Green. Nobody out, nobody on. Leadoff home run by Bryce Donovan. And that's high. Good take there by Thomas Green. And it's 1-1. 83, 82 degrees here. Very pleasant evening. A lot of wind out of the south-southeast, though. That's inside. Last night got pretty cool before we got done. Kind of uncharacteristic of this time of year in south central Kansas. I think the heat is coming. Green settles in. We're ready to go. 2-1. That's just a bit high. 3-1. Let's see how Ludwig responds to giving up the homer. 3-1. That catches the outside corner, and that'll run it to full. Green 293 on the season. Derby hitting 232 as a team. And that is inside. And he'll walk him. Second walk of the ball game issued by Ben Ludwig. So a runner on, nobody out. Here is Mitchell Austin out of Newman. He will step in for the first time. He will be hit from the left side. This will be his first look at Ben Ludwig, big right-hander out of Southwestern. Green at first. And first pitch misses low. Ball and no strikes. Not a big lead over there by Green, but he goes. And he peeks. That must have been a hit and run. Throw is in the dirt and goes into center field. That'll be a stolen base for Green. Looked like he peaked about halfway. I thought that might have been maybe a little hit and run action, but nonetheless, it's a stolen base, and he's in scoring position with nobody out. So Mitchell with an opportunity here to drive in a run, add to the 1-0 lead. Kind of uncharacteristic throw from Martin. 2-0. It's in the dirt. Boy, that was textbook block, though. Wow. There's one thing to block the ball, but block it close enough where you can hold that runner, and Martin did just that. Here's a 3-0. Pitch. That's low. So he'll lose him. So back-to-back walks issued by Ben Ludwig. Has walked 6 already this year. So first and second, still nobody out. Here is the 8-hole man, Quentin Albrecht. Albrecht, a left-handed hitter. Catcher tonight out of Wichita State. Gotta wonder how he will do with the coaching changes. Will he stay? Will he go? We will just have to wait and see. Big things happening at Wichita State baseball. Pitch, first pitch, and that's skied to right. Late jump by Brosas. Out is Tooley, and he will haul it in. One away. Wind kind of held that one up. Wind is blowing from the right field corner to the left field corner. So bring up Jenkins. Dorian Jenkins out of Alabama Huntsville. Marietta, Georgia guy hits from the left side, and he plays in center field. Pitch is in the dirt. Command an issue so far this inning for Ludwig. He's given up a home run and a couple of walks. Jenkins hitting .207. Chance to drive in a run right here. 1-0. That's high and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Greening playing behind the runner at first. Sperling and Tooley are deep. 2-0. That is into left field right at Candor. He will haul it in and make the play. Jenkins hit it well, but right at Candor. And they're 2 out. Top of the order, here's Jacob Rabicki. Strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. So he'll get a second look at Ben Ludwig. Got some high overcast. They are expecting rain, but later, hopefully. First pitch. That's in there for a strike at the knees. First and second, 2 out. Donovan led it off, hit one out into 63rd Street. Green was walked. Austin was walked. A couple of flyouts, and you're up to date. 2 away. Oh, 1. Just missed outside. We have a pretty good vantage point of up and down, but in and out, not so much. Not going to stop us from commenting, though. 1-1. Ludwig with a couple of looks to second and delivers. That floated inside. 2-1. Derby will be at Mulvane tomorrow night. Mulvane will come to Derby on Saturday and on Sunday on the road again at Andale. 2-1. That's in the dirt. 3-1. So Ludwig behind in the count, at risk of walking his third man of the inning and fourth of the ball game. 3-1. That's popped up. Looks like Levon Reynoso going in, fighting the wind, and hauls it in for the third out of the inning. So Derby's going to leave a couple, and they come up empty. So we played 1.5. Actually, they get 1. Sorry. They do get 1. After 1.5, 1-0 Derby. We'll be back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Hey, welcome back. Home half of the second we go. I can't text and call ball games at the same time. It's just impossible. Haysville trail the Twins 1-0. 4, 5, and 6 for the Aviators. They went in order in the bottom of the first. It'll be Deshaun Reynoso, Candor, and Derek Greening. Here is Deshaun Reynoso. Good numbers, 324 out of Chesapeake. Designated hitter tonight. Wide stance. First pitch swinging, that is into center field. Coming hard is Jenkins, and he will haul it in. So Reynoso jumps on the first pitch and hits it right at Jenkins for out number 1. 1 down. Here's Keaton Candor, left fielder out of Concordia. Swinging a hot stick, 467 on the year. He will have his first look at Spencer Cochran. And first pitch swinging. And he'll come up empty. Keaton kind of got the catcher Albrecht on his backswing there. 0-1. That's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cochran out of Oklahoma State, redshirt freshman. 1-1. That is foul straight back. Hated to see the Cowboys get knocked out of the Super Regional over at Texas Tech. I thought they had a really good team this year and a very good season. Expect them to be loaded again next year. New stadium at Oklahoma State. 1-2, change of speeds. He swings through it. And they take it around the horn and the outfield. So 1 away. Actually, that's 2 away. Derek Greening now out of Northwood. First baseman tonight. He'll step in from the left side, hitting 192. So Cochran trying to get the Aviators in order for the 2nd inning in a row. That's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Here's the 0-1, pop foul, and Greening in the hole 0-2. Strikeout to Candor was Cochran's first of the ball game. He struck out 7 in a couple of starts this year. 0-2, swung on and missed, and that'll do it. The Aviators go in order. We've played 2. Our score remains 1-0 Derby. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome back. Top of the 3rd we go. Derby with a 1-0 lead over the Haysville Aviators. 2, 3, and 4 scheduled for Derby. It'll be Coyne, Bundy, and Gonzalez. Ben Ludwig for inning number 3, 38 pitches through 2 innings. Gave up a run in the 2nd. That was a lone home run by Bryce Donovan. First pitch to Coyne is low, ball 1. Baseball camps tomorrow from 9 to noon. Ages 5 to 13 is $35 right here. 1-0. Bounce left side. That's backhanded by Sperling. He won't be able to come up with it. That will be a base hit for Coyne. He's aboard here in the 3rd. That ball was in the 5 hole. Even if he comes up with it cleanly, I don't think he throws him out. Justin Bundy now. Left-hander out of Northwestern. 257, walked in the 1st. .83 degrees. Wind south-southeast at 19, still gusty. First pitch to Bundy, high and away. Ball and no strikes. Pretty good lead over there by Coyne. And the pitch. That's high and away. 2-0. Derby 6-5. 5-4 in the division. El Dorado on top of the Sunflower Collegiate League East Division. They're at 6-3. Followed by Haysville at 6-4. Half game out. That's popped up. That will be close to being out. It's blowing back. And good play by Martin. That ball was coming back. And he stayed with it. And will retire Bundy. Pop flies are hard to catch with that glove. People don't realize that. One away. Here's Brett Gonzalez. 385. Popped up to the right side last time. He's 0 for 1. That's inside. Looked like Ludwig may have crossed him up a bit. Martin kind of caught that awkwardly. Pitches are called from the dugout. Martin has a look at his wristband. Either that or he's looking to see what time it is. 1-0. That's in there. 1-1 now. Good off-speed pitch from Ludwig. Catches the outside corner. 1-0 Derby. We're in the top of the third. 1 out, a runner on. 1-1. That is fouled straight back. We have Little League games going on all three sides behind us. Folks, pay attention if you come to the ballpark. One and 2 now to Gonzalez. Good numbers, 385. That's low. See if they might check him to see if he went. Looked like he offered. Tough play for the umpire out in the middle of the field to check that, though. 2-2. And here it is. That's in there. He will watch it. Good overhand curveball from Ludwig, and there's 2 away. Second strike out of the ball game for Ludwig. That'll bring up Bryce Donovan. Hit one in 63rd Street last time up. And there's a train coming, folks. This would be the 7:30. First pitch is down, ball 1. Donovan 278. And tries to check. Went too far. And it's 1-1. Off-speed pitch from Ludwig. He was fooled on it. One, and he swung through that one. Another off-speed pitch. Looks like Ludwig is going to give him a steady diet of off-speed stuff. 1-2 now to Bryce Donovan out of Northwestern. Young man out of New York State. 1-2. It's in the dirt. That will squirt away from Martin. That one hit about 2 foot in front of home plate. Did everything he could do to block that one. So Coyne down to second base on the wild pitch. And it's 2-2. 2 outs, top of the third. Runner at second base. Derby clings to a 1-0 lead. 2-2. Little excuse me swing right back to Ludwig. More of a defensive catch than anything. And that'll do it. So Donovan is retired. Derby will strand one. We've played 2.5. They lead at 1-0. We'll be back.
to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails.
And we're back. We go to the home half of the third. Aviators trail the Twins 1-0. Bottom third of the order expected. It will be Brocious, Martin, and Sperling. Here's Robbie Brocious out of Eastern Oklahoma Community College. Actually, it's Eastern Oklahoma State College. Right fielder tonight, hitting .211. "16 pitches through a couple of innings for Cochran. Very economical. First pitch is low, ball one. That's popped up. Jenkins coming in, wind blowing it to him. And he will make the play in shallow left center. And they're one away. Here's the catcher, Nick Martin, out of Glendale Community College and Los Angeles. Hopefully everybody's out of traffic. 200 on the season. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Looked like he took a little off. Maybe a straight change there from Cochran. Very easy motion. Tall lad. Throws downhill. That's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one. Fastball on the outside corner. And a ball and 2 strikes. Home half of the third, 1 out, and nobody on. 1-0 Derby. That's high and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That's bounced foul. That was actually a double hit. That would be a 2-stroke penalty on the PGA Tour. Three and 2 now to the catcher, Nick Martin. That's hit him. Yeah, so Nick will take that one off the helmet, and he's aboard with 1 away.
Now batting number 22,
Sterling Sperling now, 9-hole man out of Scottsdale Community College. 103 on the season. The shortstop will hit from the right side. So Martin is aboard, does run well. We'll see how Coach Spongeberg decides to play it. Pitch. Bounce to the left side. Cut off by the third baseman, Austin. Over to second for 1. Back to first. In time. And the Twins turn it. And the inning is over. We've played 3, 1-0 Derby. We'll be right back.
Take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Top of the fourth we go. Cruising right along, 1-0 Derby. Derby will have 6, 7, and 8. Be Green, Austin, and Albrecht scheduled. Ben Ludwig out for inning number 4, 53 pitches through 3 innings. So a little more economical last inning, only faced 4 hitters. Here's Thomas Green, walked and stole a base in the second. First pitch to him is in there, strike at the letters. Green out of Cuesta Community College and British Columbia. No balls and a strike. Here it is. That's high and in, 1-1. 2 hits for the Twins. Aviators still looking for their first base hit. That is on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th, 1-0 Derby, and nobody on. 1-2. That is drilled to right field. Brosas on the run, back into his right, and hauls it in. A great catch by Robbie Brosas in right field. That ball was lit up, and he ran it down. 1 away. Mitchell Austin out of Newman will hit. Walkton was stranded in the second. He will hit from the left side. He'll get his second look at Ludwig. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. El Dorado again is 6-3. They're leading the SCL East, followed by Haysville, Derby, Mulvane, and Newton. Only 3.5 games separates the first and last place team, so a very tight race. That's bounced to Tooley. He's up with it in the hole. Throws off balance. Good throw, but Austin runs too well, and he will be aboard with a base hit. Lots of range out there at second base by Tooley. Here's Quentin Albrecht, catcher out of Wichita State and Waterloo, Illinois. Is that the place that the song was written? Somebody ought to tweet us that at Hook Bats and let us know. Good tune. 1 ball and no strikes. I can't remember who sung it. Do you? Nope. Neither one of us can remember anything. Remember to come here today. That's good. Off-speed pitch is fouled straight back. Who wrote the song Waterloo? Tweet us at Hook Bats if you know the answer. You need to talk to somebody. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first. And Austin back in there. Not a very big lead. He kind of sauntered back. I don't think that's the real move by Ben Ludwig. I think he's saving that for a special time. 1-1. That is in there for a strike. He did go. And it's 1-2. Twins 6-5 overall, 5-4 in the division. It's in the dirt. In the Sunflower West division, Cheney is ahead of that one. They're 9-0. Second place team is Hutch. They're 4 games out. Followed by Great Bend, Wichita Sluggers, and Andale. 1-2 to Albrecht. 0.63 on the season. That is slow roller, foul. Didn't think anybody was going to get there and scoop it up. Count remains 1-2. Twins will be at Mulvane tomorrow night. And then they got the Patriots again at home on Saturday. Sunday, heading west to Andale. Well, 2 of their next 3 are on the road. Two now. That's high and away. Good take there by Albrecht. Count full, one away, runner at first. 1-0 Derby. That is into left field. Candor, a couple of steps back. He will haul it in. And they're 2 away. Ludwig a little bit more command focused this inning. Seems to have righted the ship. That was pitch number 60. And that's through 3 2/3. Here's Dorian Jenkins. Flew out to left field last time. Out of Marietta. Thank you, Danielle. That's ABBA that sings Waterloo. Thank you so much. What's that? I don't think I'm going to. No balls and a strike. We appreciate you. And we appreciate you tuning in and listening to us. You must be really, really bored or a parent. Or both. You have great kids here, by the way. No balls and 2 strikes on the center fielder, Jenkins. Chris, did you go to that ABBA tribute concert? Some folks I know went to that here in Wichita, and it was very good. Good tunes, 1 and 2, and he checked his swing. They're going to check him. See if he went around. No, not too close. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Mitchell Austin still over at first base after a infield hit. And the pitch, that's in the dirt. Wow, smothered nicely by Martin. That one did hit in front of home plate. As a pitcher, you got to be a little bit spoiled with the catchers these days. 3-2, the runner will be going. And the pitch, that is off his foot. So Jenkins is going to hobble around, mumbling a few choice words that's usually reserved for the golf course. He will walk that one off. Count remains 3-2. Mitchell Austin will have to retreat. And the kicker, I bet you Ludwig comes back with another down and in curveball. Just a guess. 3-2, runner goes. That's in the dirt, and he'll walk him. So those words usually reserved for the golf course are usually uttered by the pitching coach after the 9-hole man is walked. Top of the order here is Jacob Rabicki. 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a pop-up. Out of Clinton, Michigan. First pitch to him. That is popped up again. A little soft one toward the shortstop. Sperling will haul it in, and that'll do it. So Derby will strand a couple. We've played 3.5. Still 1-0 Derby. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Hey, we're back. Going to the home half of the fourth. Aviators still looking for their first base hit. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3. It'll be Gordon, Tooley, and Reynoso. That's Levon Reynoso. Charlie 0 for 1. Bounced back to the pitcher in the first. Wanted me to say hi to his parents in Alvin, Texas. Appreciate you tuning in. First pitch to Gordon. In there for a strike. Out of LSU, Eunice. 258 hitter on the season. Center fielder. Bounced foul. Fielded by Coach Spongeberg. He's up with it. And back to the pitcher. He will need ice. Scores last night. Sluggers over Great Bend 6-0 and 5-4. They played a doubleheader. El Dorado beat Newton 6-5. Bounced back to the pitcher. And Cochran up with it. Over to first in time. So 2 times in a row, Charlie's bounced back to the pitcher. And there's one away. Cheney over Hutch last night 10-9. And the Salina Shocks beat Andale 12-1 in 7 innings. So there's your scores from last night. Here's Tooley. He hit a rope to the third baseman, speared by Austin in the first. He's 0 for 1. 360 at the start of the day out of the College of the Canyons. First pitch is low, ball 1. And the 1-0, that is bounced foul. Looks like he got a pretty good pitch to hit there. Today around the league, Cheney's at Hutch, Newton's at El Dorado, and Salina is at Mulvane. 1-1 now. Off-speed pitch outside. Good eye there by Tooley. Two balls and a strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Derby. Aviators still looking for their first base hit, and that might do it. Into right field. Diving, sliding catch by Gonzalez. Thought we had that first base hit. Tooley hit it on the button and was robbed by Gonzalez. Good play in right. There are 2 away. Tooley could very easily be 2 for 2. He hit the ball hard both times, but right at somebody. Here's Levon Reynoso. Popped up last time. And he takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 378 at the start of the day out of Chesapeake. Big numbers last spring. 0-1. That is bounced foul down our way. (0-2) to the third baseman. Cochran trying to get the Aviators in order, and he'll do it. So Reynoso will swing through it, and the Aviators go in order. We've played 4, 1-0 Derby. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. Go to the top of the 5th. 1-run ball game. Derby leads at 1-0. Looks like Ben Ludwig, he is going to go out for inning number 5, 68 pitches. Other than giving up a run in the second and a few walks, he's been pretty well. He's been on. 2, 3, and 4 for the Twins. Coyne, Bundy, and Gonzalez scheduled. First pitch to Coyne. That's inside. Almost hit him. Out of Alma College. Also comes from Michigan. Out of Sterling. 1 for 2 today. Singled. And was stranded in the third. 2-8 at the start of the day. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Ludwig. And it's 1-1. One ball and one strike. Top of 5. Nobody out, nobody on. That's swung on and fouled back. 1-2. Coyne, the second baseman tonight. One and two. That is foul straight back. Good curveball from Ludwig. And Coyne stays alive. One and two now. Off-speed pitch is into left field for a base hit. A solid hit for Jarrett Coyne. That's his second of the ball game. And he's aboard with nobody out. Fourth hit of the night for Derby. Haysville still looking for their first one. Here's Justin Bundy. 0 for 1 today with a walk out of Northwestern. Shows bunt and takes a ball high, and it's 1-0. Reynoso was charging at third. Looked like Greening stayed at home. Pretty good lead over there by Coyne. And the 1-0. That's popped up left field. Candor going back near the track, changing directions, and will haul it in right at the wall. So Bundy put a charge into it, but a good play by Candor to run it down after changing directions a couple of times. They are one away. Routine fly balls are at risk of blowing out today. Wind still blowing hard from right to left. Anywhere from 10 to 19 mile an hour, depending on who you call. Here's Gonzalez. First pitch swinging. One hopper to Reynoso. Over to second for one. Back to first. Got him. So the Aviators will turn it and get out of the inning. So we have played 4.5. And 1-0 Derby. We'll be back. Home half of the fifth we go. Aviators still looking for their first hit. They trail the Derby Twins 1-0. It'll be Deshaun Reynoso, Candor, and Greening here in the Aviator fifth. Spencer Cochran out for inning number 5. He's just thrown 40 pitches through 4 innings. Here's Deshaun Reynoso, lined out to the center fielder last time. He's 0 for 1. His second look at Cochran. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. Aviators 8 and 4 overall, 6 and 4 in the league. Second place all by themselves in the division. And the 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. Aviators at El Dorado tomorrow night and Sunday. Both of those 7 o'clock first pitch. That's in there for a strike. Looked like caught the outside corner with a breaking pitch. Like a slider there from Cochran. 1-2. That's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Deshaun Reynoso, designated hitter tonight. 3:24 at the start of the day. And the pitch, swung on. That's in the dirt, blocked by Albrecht. High throw, but Bundy goes up and gets it. And that'll do it for Reynoso. Very uncharacteristic at bat for Reynoso. There's 1 away. Here's Keaton Candor. 0 for 1 tonight, a strikeout victim in the second out of Concordia. One away. Aviators still looking for their first hit. And there's a strike at the knees, so Cochran pounding the zone. It's only pitch number 46 through 4 1/3 innings. That is up the middle for a base hit. That almost got a piece of Spencer Cochran, and that'll do it. No hitter is gone after 4 1/3, and Candor is aboard. That'll bring up the first baseman, Derek Greening. Strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. 192 at the start of the day. Out of Michigan. Swings and missed at the first one, strike 1. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. That's swung on and missed. Looked a little tardy on that one. He might have been looking for something else. And it's 0-2. Four strikeouts on the night for Cochran. That is bounced back to the pitcher. Cochran will field to the second for 1. Back to first, and they turn it. So the old 1-4-3 double play, and that'll do it for the Aviators. We have played 5. Still 1-0 Derby. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we go to the 6th, 1-0 Derby. Looks like Ben Ludwig going to go out for inning number 6. Very economical last inning. Only took 8 pitches. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 of the Derby order. It'll be Donovan, Green, and Austin. Bryce Donovan will step in. He's out of Northwestern and New York. Tall, lanky young man. Takes the first one in the dirt. Ball 1. Donovan with a big fly in the second. And that's how it is, 1-0. Line to the pitcher last time. Off-speed pitch is in there. And it's 1-1. One and one. Bounce left side. Up with it is Reynoso. Over to first in time. Reynoso goes really well to his left. And there's one away. That's a big out right there. That'll bring up Thomas Green. 0 for 1 with a walk. Does have a stolen base. Young man north of the border from British Columbia. Out of Cuesta Community College. One away, nobody on. First pitch swinging, popped up. Sperling, the shortstop, will gather it in. And they're 2 away. And we had another train, if you noticed. Going to be a lot of trains this summer. It's almost wheat cutting time. 2 away. Here's Mitchell Austin out of Newman. And the pitch. That's low and in. Ball 1. Other than a little rocky second inning, Ben Ludwig has settled in nicely. That's an off-speed pitch that misses somewhere. 2 balls and no strikes. And they're 2 away. And a pitch, high and away, 3-0. Austin 194 at the start of the day. Left-handed hitter, third baseman tonight. .30 is in the dirt, and he'll walk him on 4 pitches. So a 2-out walk to Mitchell Austin. That'll bring up the catcher, Quentin Albrecht. Wichita State Shocker, Waterloo, Illinois. 0 for 2 tonight, a couple of flyouts. 0.63 on the season. Off-speed pitch floats high, ball 1. So 5 straight balls from Ben Ludwig. Command sometimes comes and goes with old Ben. When he's on, he is unhittable. 1-0. That's a good one. Good, nice, tight slider. And it's 1-1. Jeff Whitfield, the police chief for Haysville, threw out the first pitch. It is Haysville night. And the pitch, that catches the outside corner. Good spot. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 away, runner at first. We're in the top of the 6th. Motoring right along. 1-0 Derby. Good lead over there by Austin. That's high and away. And that'll even it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gotta wonder if Shaw might send the runner here. Wait and see. 2-2. Ludwig with a sign. Here it is. That's in the dirt. And smothered nicely again by Martin. 3-2 now. Wind continues to blow out of the south. More blowing straight out to left now than across. 3-2, runner goes. That's in the dirt. And back-to-back walks issued by Ludwig. So now first and second, and 2 away. First 2 guys of the inning were retired promptly. And now back-to-back walks to Austin and Albrecht. That'll bring up the 9-hole man, Dorian Jenkins. 0 for 1 today with a walk, and Lance Spongeberg will go to the mound. Well, we got a little time. How about a little this day in baseball history? Here's a good one. On this day, and that would be June the 14th in 2005, the Mariners' Ichiro Suzuki became the first player since the Phillies' Chuck Klein to log his first 1,000 career hits in fewer than 700 games. Actually, it was 696. 13 more than it took the Phil Slugger. So on this day, Ichiro Suzuki got his 1,000th hit. So there you have it, this day in baseball history, June the 14th, 2005. Ichiro will be in the Hall of Fame. Conference over. Jenkins is settled in. First and second. Off-speed pitch. That floats in there for a strike. This will probably be it for Ludwig. That is pitch number 91. We will see. Still nobody getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. Off-speed pitch, that's bounced. Greening covering. Up with it, over to the pitcher covering. And that's going to be a base hit. That ball was in no man's land. That ball got past the pitcher, Ludwig. It was basically a foot race. So they're going to call that one an error. So Jenkins is aboard, and the bases are loaded. I might have to disagree with that one because that was in no man's land. Jenkins runs well. I'll see about that one. Top of the order, Jacob Ribicki takes a strike. He's hitless tonight. Pretty good numbers at the start of the day, 286. Out of Northwood. A 1-1. Popped up last time. That's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are loaded. Top of the 6th. Derby with a 1-0 lead, and they're 2 away. Todd and Chris bringing it to you tonight. 1-1. That is bounced foul. Nice sharp slider, and it's 1-2. Don't want to forget, folks, wishing everybody a happy Father's Day because we won't be on Sunday. Aviators are on the road. So call those dads, take them out to lunch, pamper them, but don't get them too softened up. 1-2 now. Slow roller, foul. So just foul north of third, and the count remains 1-2. So a good fight by Jacob Ribicki, left fielder tonight. 1-2, 2 away, they're loaded. Ludwig trying to get out of it. And the pitch. That is popped up right side. Everybody giving chase, but that will be out of reach. A lot of room and foul ground here. Big ballpark. 350 down the line, 375 in the alleys, and 400 plus in center, or the way I like to describe it. Driver 7-iron for me. Big ballpark. They say it's one of the biggest in the state of Kansas. That includes, well, I guess Kauffman Stadium's not in the state of Kansas, but very big. Count remains 1-2 to the leadoff guy, Ribicki. And the pitch. That's high. Tried to get him to chase something. Good discipline by Rebicki. Struck out in the first, popped up in the second and the fourth. And those hamburgers smell good. City of Haysville night. Off-speed pitch. Down the line. Fair. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. Candor over to pick it up. And the walks are going to come home to roost. So a couple of RBIs for Rebicki. And he's in there with a double. So Mitchell Austin will score. Albrecht will score. And Jenkins over to third. That'll get the bullpen hot. And it's 3-0 Derby. Here's Jarrett Coyne. So a couple of walks in the inning. Both have scored. First pitch swinging. And he'll come up empty. 2 for 3 tonight. He will improve on that .208 batting average. Out of Sterling, Michigan. Second baseman tonight. That is fouled back. Look like Hayden Browser getting loose in the bullpen. .02 now to Coyne. Alma College product. And he will look at it. That'll do it. But the damage is done. Derby will strand a couple. They will get a couple. They now lead it 3-0. We've played 5.5. We'll be back.
Are you ready?
And we're back. We go to the home half of the sixth. Derby gets a couple in the top. They now lead it 3-0. Bottom third of the order for the Aviators, it'll be Brosas, Martin, and Sperling. Spencer Cochran has done everything but put a recliner out there. He is settled in nicely. 50 pitches through 5 innings. That will make any pitching coach grin from ear to ear. Here is Brosas. First pitch high and in. Ball 1. 0 for 1 today out of Eastern Oklahoma State. 2-11 at the start of the day. And a fantastic play in right field running a ball down. That's low. And he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. .2-0. That's high and in. And a 2-0. That's high, so he'll walk him on 4 straight pitches. So the leadoff man is aboard. Good news for the Aviator faithful. Here's Nick Martin, the catcher. Hit by a pitch in the third. 200 on the young season. He was a late arrival. Has not been here long. Out of Glendale Community College. Appreciate all the folks listening in. His family from Los Angeles. And the first pitch to him. It's in there for a strike at the knees. 0-1. That is bounced foul. So Martin finds himself in the hole, 0-2. Doing the catching tonight. Pretty much blocks everything that comes in there. Aviators at El Dorado tomorrow night and Sunday night. 0-2, swung on and missed. Good high fastball, challenged him. And there's one away.
Number 22, Sterling Sperling.
Tomorrow night and Sunday at El Dorado. Monday will be off. Tuesday at Hutch. And our next home game and broadcast will be next Wednesday versus Hutch. 7 o'clock first pitch. Be sure you tune in. Here's Sterling Sperling. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Bounced out right side in the third, and he's 0 for 1. Sterling out of Scottsdale Community College. 103 at the start of the day. That is high and in, and it's 2-0. Aviators hitting .252 as a team, and they give up 3.3 runs a game. 2-0. Runner at first, and 1 out. It's in there for a strike at the letters, and it's 2-1. Cheney's at Hutch tonight. Newton at El Dorado, and Salina is at Mulvane. 2-1. That's in the dirt. Wow. Nice block by Albrecht. That hit about 3 foot in front of home plate. Three and 1 to the shortstop. Brosas over at first. Good lead over there. And the pitch. That's inside. Almost hit him. And 2 are aboard. So a couple of walks given up this inning from Spencer Cochran.
Now batting number 20, Charles Gordon.
Brosas down to second. And Sperling down to first. Top of the order. Here's Charles Gordon. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Couple of comebackers to the mound. He's out of LSU Eunice. 258 at the start of the day. And the pitch. And a good hack at the first one. Bounces foul. He was all over that offering from Cochran. Cochran, a redshirt freshman out of Oklahoma State. And the 0-1. Took a little off, and that's in there for a strike. Looked like a straight change. It's 0-2 now to Charlie Gordon. Center fielder tonight. And the pitch. That's upstairs. Good take there by Gordon. Tried to challenge him upstairs. Good plate discipline. Bottom half of the 6th, 3-0 Derby. They got a couple in the top of the 6th and 1 in the 2nd. 1-2. That's a fastball, foul straight back. That got a piece of the catcher. Catchers are tough customers. So much more is expected from them. They're expected to block everything. Runner at first and second, and 1 away. Here's the 1-2. That is a slow roller cut off by the third baseman. He will go to second for 1. That's all they'll get. So a productive out for Gordon. And he's aboard on the fielder's choice. Sperling is forced out at second base.
Now batting number 1, Tuli Kafahima.
Two away, Brosas down to third. And here's Thule. He is absolutely lit up the baseball these last two at bats, but has nothing to show for it because it went right at somebody. He's 0 for 2, 360 at the start of the day. Good numbers. College of the Canyon, second baseman, first and third now. And the pitch. That is smoked at the shortstop. He will flip to first, second base, and that'll do it. So Thule's hit the ball hard 3 times in a row. Nothing to show for it. And looks like the Haysville Aviators will strand a couple. We've played 6. They trail Derby Twins 3-0. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Derby leads at 3-0. And the Twins will have 3, 4, and 5. It'll be Bundy, Gonzalez, and Donovan. Here is Justin Bundy. 0 for 2 with a walk. He's out of Northwestern and Athens, Texas. He'll hit from the left side. First baseman today. (102 pitches for Ben Ludwig. He is out for inning number 7. First pitch is wide, ball 1. Don't see too many people past 100. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Good curveball from Ludwig. Five hits for the Twins, a 1 for the Aviators. That floats outside, 2-1. Browser continues to loosen in the bullpen. 2-1. That's in the dirt. Five walks on the evening for Ludwig. 3-1. Swung on and missed. And it's 3-2. Bounce left side, cut off by Reynoso. Cross to Greening, and he'll get him by a step. Good play by Reynoso. And they're 1 away.
Now batting number 35, Brett Gonzalez.
Brett Gonzalez now out of Southeast Missouri. Hitless tonight, 0 for 3. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. Good numbers, 385 at the start of the day. He will step in. And he waves at an off-speed pitch. And he's down on the count 0-1. Ludwig's ERA coming into tonight was 2.57. And the 0-1. And swung at a pitch out of the zone. And Gonzalez looks a little anxious. And he's behind 0-2. Out of Rolla, Missouri. 0-2. Off-speed pitches, misses low and away, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, and he is fooled on the pitch. A little excuse me swing. He'll swing through it, and they're 2 away. Fourth strikeout of the ball game. Lance Spongeberg out of the dugout, and that's going to do it for Ben Ludwig. So we will have a change of pitcher. Nice hand for Ludwig as he comes out. Definitely pitched well enough to win it. So it looks like they're going to go to Hayden Browser. Browser out of Northwood University. He is a right-hander. He does come down in submarine fashion. We'll get to his numbers in just a moment. Browser has appeared in 3 games, 2 1/3 innings of work. He's given up a hit, a couple of runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. And he has a ERA of 3.85. Does come down quite low. This is an arm slot that will be very difficult for the right-handed hitters to pick up. Remember the Aviators on the road Saturday and Sunday at El Dorado. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Aviators will have Monday off. Tuesday go to Hutch, and we'll entertain Hutchinson on Wednesday. That'll be our next broadcast and home game. Keep track on Twitter and get score updates as they go. Might check the websites of both those 2 clubs, see if they have a live stream. Never been heckled by a dog before, but this is the first time for everything. I want to forget our sponsors. Kansas Pride of Haysville, HelloHaysville.com, Arst and Arst, attorneys at law, Haysville Christian Church, Hometown Sales and Lease, Hookbats.com, Sabala, Harmon, and Case, certified public accountants, USD 261, Morris Lang, Jason Garraway of Remax, and the Haysville Nutrition. Stop by and say thank you. Tonight is City of Haysville night. Pretty good crowd on hand. Last night was Scout night. Lots of youngins running around in their uniforms. So Browser finishing up his warm-up tosses. So a good night for Ludwig. He goes 6 2/3. Gave up 3 runs and on 5 hits. Here's Bryce Donovan out of Northwestern. 2 outs, nobody on. And the first pitch, a strike at the knees. Browser keeps the ball down well. From Northwoods and lives in Edmond. 0-1. That floats inside, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. We're in the top of the 7th. Derby with a 3-0 lead. 1 hit so far for the Aviators. 1-1. That's in there for a strike. Good fastball from Browser. It's 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Donovan hitting .278. Big home run in the 2nd. He will call time. 1 for 3 on the evening. Donovan hitting in the designated hitter spot tonight. 1-2. That's just gets a piece of it. Not sure who else it got a piece of. So Donovan's still alive. Kind of a defensive swing there. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch. It's popped up right side, out of play. Tried to bust him inside with a fastball. Just got a piece of it. One, two. That is off the glove of Greening. He will pick it up. Actually, that will be Tooley that will pick it up. So Greening with a diving stab, that will go as a base hit. And Donovan is aboard. Second base hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4. That'll bring up Thomas Green. 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base. Good lead over there by Donovan. And the pitch. That's low and away. And it's 1-0. Two away, runner at first, top of the 7th. And it's 3-0 Derby. 6 hits for the Twins, 1. Throw over. And he's back in there standing up. Only 1 hit for the Aviators tonight. So Team B at batting average probably going to go down a smidge. Twins hitting .232 at the start of the night. Green .293. That's in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Very deceptive motion from Browser. And the 1-1. Runner goes. That is into right field. Fair ball. Looks like they will hold the runner at third. And Brosas having a difficult time picking it up. They will send the runner. And Donovan will score. So a good hit and run by the Twins. So Brosas with a little difficult time picking it up. They were going to hold Donovan, but Coach Shaw in the third base box noticed the bobble and sent him. So another run for the Twins. They now lead it 4-0. Here's Mitchell Austin. Runner at second base. And they've got him hung up. So Browser with a pickoff move. He will take it himself and tag the runner. And Green is caught stealing. And the inning over. So we played 6.5. Derby gets 1 more. They lead at 4-0. Stretch time in Haysville. We'll be right back.
Nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. Derby gets another one, and they lead it 4-0. 3, 4, and 5 for the Aviators. It'll be Levon Reynoso, Deshaun Reynoso, and Candor. So Levon 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out and a strikeout out of Chesapeake. 378 at the start of the day. This will be his third look at Cochran. First pitch, and it's fouled back. That got a piece of the catcher. 67 pitches through 6 innings. Have not seen a performance like this in a while. Aviators with just 1 hit. Derby with 7. And the 0-1. That's a fastball at the knees. Still good pop from Spencer Cochran. And it's 0-2. He has had the Aviators number all night long. 0-2. It's in there for a call strike. That was a filthy slider. Reynoso will watch it. That's his second strikeout of the evening. And they're 1 away. So here's Deshaun Reynoso. Sixth strikeout of the ball game for Cochran. And the first pitch, fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Baseball camp is tomorrow from 9 to noon for ages 5 to 13. That is deep to center field. Jenkins back into his right and will run it down in the gap. And they're 2 away. Good contact by Reynoso, but he will come up empty.
Now batting number 14, Keaton Kander.
Here is Keaton Kander. The only Aviator hit was in the 5th. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. 467 at the start of the day out of Concordia. Left fielder tonight. Probably one of the happiest guys in the galaxy, just my imagination, but that's pretty accurate. First pitch, and he pops it back. Strike 1. No balls and a strike, 2 away, bottom of the 7th, and nobody on. And he was a little bit fooled on the pitch, unable to hold up. And it's 0-2 to Candor. Seems like Cochran gets a little better each inning we go. 0-2. That is popped foul. That'll get out of play. That was in the concession stand area. Cochran with a sign. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase. Candor very disciplined. Hit a bomb at X Stadium on Tuesday. 1-2. That is popped up. Just got under it. My goodness, he had a good pitch to hit. Green, the shortstop, will haul it in, and that'll do it. So the Aviators go in order. We played 7. Our score 4-0. We'll be right back.
Welcome to...
And top of the 8th we go. Welcome back. 4-0 Derby. Browser out for inning number 2. Threw 9 pitches in the 7th to get that last out. He will face the bottom third. It will be Austin, Albrecht, and Jenkins. Here's Mitchell Austin. 1 for 1, a couple of walks. His first look at Browser. First pitch swinging. That is cut off by Reynoso over to first. A little wide, but Greening hauls it in. And there is 1 away. So 1 pitch and 1 out. That's good news for Browser. Here's Quentin Albrecht. Albrecht doing the catching. Walked and scored last time up. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to him. That's right down the middle for a strike. Browser kind of has shades of Dan Quisenberry, Kansas City reliever that had so much success. And the 0-1. That's swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Albrecht a little tardy. 1 away, nobody on. Top of the 8th. All Derby so far. They lead it 4-0. 0-2. That's in there for a call strike. Good pitch from Browser. Froze him. And they're 2 away. Here's the 9-hole man, Dorian Jenkins. Reached on an error in the 6th. He is 0 for 2 with a walk out of Marietta, Georgia. First pitch to him is low and away, ball 1. Wind continues to howl pretty consistently out of the south-southeast. 10-20. The hoodie is on. That's swung on and missed. 1-1. Got a little cool last night, I won't kid you, before we got done. A little warmer today. Temperature got into the 80s, so that'll help. Summer is around the corner, I hope. 1-1. Bouncer to the shortstop, Sperling. He's up with it over to first. Just gets him. Jenkins runs very well, but that'll do it. So Derby goes in order. We played 7.5. They lead it 4-0. We'll be right back.
Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
And the home half of the 8th we go. All Derby so far, they lead it 4-0. Aviators running out of time. 6 outs left. 6, 7, and 8 will be scheduled for the Aviators. It'll be Greening, Brosius, and Martin. Spencer Cochran out for inning number 8. Just 77 pitches through 7 innings. First pitch to Greening is a fastball. He swings through it. Strike 1. 0 for 2 today. A strikeout in the 2nd and a bounce out in the 5th. And a swung on and missed. He's in the hole. So a couple of good fastballs from Cochran. Greening 192 at the start of the day. That's high and away. Tried to get him to chase. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. That's at below the knees, and 2-2. Derby folks thought it was a little closer than that. It really wasn't. 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Greening. So 1 away.
Now batting number 16, Robbie Brocious.
Some activity in the Aviator bullpen. That's Luke Hempel out of Glendale, getting loose. Here's Robbie Brocious, right fielder, 0 for 1 with a walk, and he takes a strike. Brocious 2-11 at the start of the day out of Eastern Oklahoma College. Here's the 0-1, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Aviators went in order in the 7th, the 4th, the 5th, 2nd, and the 1st. 0-2. That is sawed him off a little bit, bounced foul down the right side. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Home half of the 8th. Aviators trail the Twins 4-0. That's popped up. That'll probably stay in, and that'll get out of play. Albrecht back to the screen to have a look. Twilight time, lights are on, but have yet to take in full effect. Sun is just below the horizon. Very difficult time. Pick up the baseball. Hopefully they don't hit a screamer down here. 0-2, high and away. Good discipline there by Brocious. Aviators, for the most part, very good plate discipline. 1-2. That's an off-speed pitch. That's a nasty slider. Unable to pull the trigger. And Brocious will have a seat, and they're 2 away.
Now batting number 21, Nick Martin.
8th strikeout of the ball game for Cochran. Only 1 hit on the night for the Aviators. That was Keaton Candor in the 5th. Here's Nick Martin, the catcher, out of Glendale Community College. He takes a pitch low, ball 1. Martin hit by a pitch in the 3rd, struck out in the 6th, so he's 0 for 1. Batting average hovering around 200. And the 1-0 took a little off, and it's right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Sometimes he gets behind in the count and he will go to that straight change, and it's been effective so far. 1-1, that's low. It's pitch number 91. Got to think that they'll let him finish. Nobody getting loose in the Twins bullpen. 2-1. That misses inside. 3-1 now to the catcher, Nick Martin. Three balls and a strike. That's high. And it'll 2-out walk issued to Martin.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 22.
Third walk issued to the ball game by Spencer Cochran. Here's the 9-hole man, Sterling Sperling. Shortstop tonight out of Scottsdale. 0 for 1 with a walk. Batting average hovering around 103. That is bounced foul down our way. Just out of reach of Coach Spunsberg. Aviators hitting .252 at the start of the ball game. You got to think that may drop a little. 3.3 runs a game, so a little bit over that. That swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Oh, and 2. That's inside. Looks like Cochran reached back for a little bit more on that one. Still has good velocity. Does not appear to be fatigued much. At least it doesn't show in his pitches. 1-2. His slow roller to the shortstop, and he will boot it. So that will be an error. Green had to go a little bit to his right. He was charging. Sperling does run well, so it's possible he could have beat that out. We'll see how they're going to score that. They're going to score that an error. So Sperling's aboard. And Martin down to second base. Pitching coach quickly out of the dugout to talk to his pitcher, Spencer Cochran. Aviators one swing away from making this a one-run ball game. Still no activity yet in the Twins bullpen.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Haysville Aviators from Louisiana State University Aviators. Number 10, Thomas Stevens.
So we'll have a pinch hitter. Thomas Stevens will hit for Gordon here in the 8th. The conference is over. Stevens out of LSU Eunice. He will hit from the right side. Comes in hitting .238. He will take over for Gordon. He was 0 for 3. First pitch to him, that hit him. So Stevens will wear that one. And he's aboard. So the Aviators with them loaded. They could tie it up right here. And here comes Thule. He has hit the ball hard 3 times in a row. Maybe he can find a hole. Second baseman tonight. This will be his 4th look at Spencer Cochran. Bases are loaded. 2 away. First pitch, and he had a hack. He fouled it straight back. He was on time. And it's 0-1. Aviators with an opportunity to at least get a couple here with a base hit. Greening led it off with a strikeout, followed by a strikeout looking by Brosas. A walk, an error, and a hit by pitch. And they're loaded. 0-1, that's in the dirt. Wow. Smothered by Albrecht. That saved a run. Because Martin with a good secondary lead at third, he would have scored. One ball and 1 strike, 2 away. That is a shot through the right side for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. The throw to the plate, not in time. And just like that, Thule, a couple of RBIs. And the Aviators cut into the lead, 4-2. It was just a matter of time before Thule found a hole. And Gordon, actually that's Stevens, over to third. And that'll get the bullpen active for Derby. Still 2 away, 4-2. Derby. Aviators with a couple of scores. First 2 guys that led off for the Aviators struck out. And things were looking pretty bleak. Then a walk, an error, and a hit batsman. And then a base hit by Thule. And it's 4-2. Here's Levon Reynoso. First pitch to him, right down the middle for a strike. One swing in the bat, we could take the lead right here. And the 0-1. And he's out in front of that one. Nice change of pace from Spencer Cochran. And it's 0-2. Reynoso, 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of strikeouts. Oh, 2. That's high and in. Good discipline there by Levon Reynoso. Try to challenge him upstairs. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Aviators have gotten a couple. Runners at the corners. Runner goes, and that's foul back. So Tooley was off with the pitch. And Reynoso fouls it straight back. Devin Martin getting loose in the bullpen. One and 2. That's in the dirt. And it's 2-2. You got to think that every pitch that Levon Reynoso sees is going to be to his advantage. Kind of struggled tonight, so he's due. 2-2. And the pitch. Bounce to the third baseman. Gets under his glove. And 1 run will score. Here comes Tooley around second. In the third. The throw. And the base umpire is looking at the home plate umpire. And no call has been made yet. Looks like they're going to confer. The throw was to the left side of the bag from the left fielder, Rabicki. And the third baseman, Austin, tried to apply the tag. Looked like it was late, and the runner is going to be safe. So another run for the Aviators. Coach Bill Shaw out of the dugout to discuss it.
Number 25, Dejan Reynoso.
Two away now. Here's Deshaun Reynoso. So things kind of unraveling for the Twins, second and third. Aviators could take the lead with a base hit right here. And a good hack at a fastball. And fouled away. Aviators could take the lead. 3 runs across here in the bottom half of the 8th, all after 2 outs. A walk, an error. Walk, 2 errors, and a hit by pitch. And those came home to roost. That's in the dirt. So a little limited on maybe off-speed pitches in the dirt because the tying runs at third base. Deshaun hitting .324 at the start of the day. And the 1-1. That's high and in. 2 balls and a strike. Flew out to center field in the 7th. Lined out to the center in the 2nd and struck out in the 5th. Chesapeake College had a career there last spring, both he and his brother. 2-1. That's low. Tried to get him at the knees. It's 3-1. Not the guy you want to go 3-1 to. (3-1), 2 away, second and third. And the pitch. That's inside, almost hit him. And he's aboard. Tooley at third, Levon Reynoso at second, now Deshaun Reynoso at first. 9th man to bat in the order here is Keaton Candor. Again, not a guy you want to face with the bases loaded. 2 away. Derek Greening would be next. So as good as Cochran has been, things are kind of unraveling. That's in the dirt. Wow. Nice block by Albrecht. That was real close to the tying run. Coming home. Candor 467 at the start of the day. He's 1 for 3. He has one of the 3 hits here in the ball game. And the pitch. That hit him. And Candor will be credited with an RBI. And Thule will score. And we're all tied up. So Cochran has been leaking a little oil. He struck out the first 2 guys, gave up a walk. Then an error, another hit by pitch, and a single by Thule, another error, and a walk, and another hit by pitch. So that'll do it for Cochran. We'll let you know who they go with. So we're all tied up at 4. All with 2 outs, mind you. It looks like they will go with a right-hander. Looks like that's number 21, Trevor Regglesworth, out of Alma College, Onaway, Michigan. So Wigglesworth will come in to try to shut the door. Get you some numbers for Wigglesworth while he completes his warm-up tosses. Wigglesworth, a tall, lanky right-hander. He's appeared in 3 games, 1 start, 2 relief appearances, 15 innings of work. He has given up 10 hits, 10 runs, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, and he has a 0-1 record, 1.80 ERA. So that's who the Aviators will be facing. Want to forget our sponsors, Kansas Pride of Haysville. Hello, Haysville. Arst and Arse, attorneys at law. Haysville Christian Church, hometown sales and lease. Hook Bats, Sabala Harmon and Case. Morris Lang, Remax, USD 261, and Haysville Nutrition. All right, here is Derek Greening. Will be the 10th man to bat in the order. And the bases are loaded. Greening is due a couple of strikeouts tonight. He's 0 for 3. So he will be the first one to get a look at Regglesworth. First pitch, inside, almost hit him. And it's 1-0. All the damage done by Haysville has been with 2 away. Things look pretty bleak. First 2 guys struck out in the inning. And a 1-0. That's a good hack from Greening. And it's 1-1. Derek struck out to start off the 8th. One, bases loaded. And swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Regglesworth. Regglesworth out of Alma College. 1-2 now. That is swung on and missed. And the Aviators will get 4, but they will leave them loaded. We're all tied at 4. We have played 8. We will be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth, brand new ball game. We're all knotted at 4. Aviators get 4 in the bottom of the 8th, all after 2 outs. New arm for the Aviators. It'll be right-hander Devin Martin. Couple of appearances this summer. 3 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. ERA of 3. So Martin will take over, pitch the 9th. And it'll be top of the order for the Twins. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. Ribicki, Coyne, and Bundy. Jacob Ribicki with a double in the 6th, drove in a couple. And 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Martin. And it's 1-1. And the battery made of Martin and Martin. Sounds like a law firm. 1-2. That's a good off-speed pitch. That misses somewhere. Two and 1. Top of the 9th. That swung on and missed. Nice change of pace from Martin. And it's 2-2. He had Ribicki way out ahead of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 9th. 2-2. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Jacob Ribicki. So 1 out, a strong start by Martin. And it's Jarrett Coyne. Browser pitched a couple of strong innings. Actually 2 1/3. Taking over for Ben Ludwig. And the first pitch to Coyne is low. Didn't miss by much. And it's 1-0. And a 1-0. That is lifted to center. Gordon. Actually, that's Stevens. Back and to his left. And they're 2 away.
Now batting number 7, Justin Bundy.
And it'll be up to Justin Bundy to keep things going here in the top of the 9th. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Big first baseman out of Northwestern. And a pitch in the dirt. Martin just taking a beating back there. One 0. That swung on and missed. That was a filthy slider. The bottom dropped out of that one. And it's 1-1. Martin has good pitch movement on his pitches. Nice live fastball. Here's the 1-1. That's just a bit low. Pretty much the same spot. Tried to get him to chase a second time. And Bundy won't have any of it. 2:57 at the start of the day for Justin Bundy. And a 2-1. Off-speed pitch in there at the knees. Pretty pitch, 2-2 now. Lots of change of speed for Martin. Out of California, 2-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. So Martin will come in, pitch the ninth, strike out 2 of 3, and we'll go to the bottom. Aviators have a chance to walk it off. And we have played 8. We'll be right back.
For summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the ninth. We're all tied at 4. Aviators have a chance to walk it off right here. Bottom third of the order, it'll be Brosas, Martin, and Sperling. Just heard from our West Coast affiliate that Martin and Martin actually went to the same high school in California. How about that? We appreciate folks tweeting in, letting us know that stuff. That is way cool. So they do know each other. First pitch to Brosas, in there for a strike. Out of Cleveland Charter High School, both those guys. So we appreciate the help. 0-1 now. That's low and in. And leaving it up 1-1. Brosas, the right fielder today. 0 for 2 with a walk out of Eastern Oklahoma College. And the pitch. That is up the middle. Snagged by the second baseman. Got him. So a good play by Coyne. Going deep in the hole to his right. And that'll do it for Brosas. So good play by Jarrett Coyne. And there's one away.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Aviators from Glendale Community College, number 32.
Looks like we will
Schaefer.
have a pinch hitter. Looks like Jake Schaefer will take a stab at it. He will hit for Martin. We're just one swing away from going to the house. So Schaefer will hit. And he takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Schaefer 167, late arrival. Tall, lanky third baseman. And the 1-0. That is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 away. Bottom of the ninth, we're all tied at 4. Aviators got 4 runs in the 8th after 2 was out. 2-0. And a defensive swing is fooled on the pitch. And it's 2-1. 2-1. That is snagged by the first baseman and the pitcher late covering. And that will go as a base hit. So Schaefer is aboard with a 1-out base hit. Good try by Bundy. He laid out. That was on its way to right field. They're going to call it an error, but I don't think so. Looks like Jansen will run for Schaefer. So it'll be Sperling. Reached on an error in the 8th and scored. He is 0 for 2 with a walk out of Scottsdale Community College. Coach Spunsberg down to talk about it. Jansen running for Schaefer. Two and one, good lead over there by Schaefer. Actually, Jansen. And the first pitch to Sperling is in there at the knees. Still a softball game going on behind us. So there's where the screaming's coming from. Usually that happens when Chris walks into a store. 0-1. Tied up at 4. And that is low and away. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brosas led it off, bounced out to the right side. And Schaefer with a base hit to the right side. They gave him an error, but I'm going to argue. That is in there for a strike at the knees. It's 1-2. Go ahead, run at first base. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Here's a 1-2. That is bounced to the left side. Slow roller. That is booted by the shortstop Green. And the error parade continues for the Twins. And Sperling is aboard for the second time tonight on an error. So Jansen down to second base. Top of the order. So Stevens will get his second look. Hit by a pitch in the 8th since coming in for Gordon. And scored. Go ahead run now at second base with 1 away. Outfield playing deep. And the 1-2 shows bunt and takes a fastball outside, ball 1. So Regglesworth came in for Cochran. Cochran was cruising right along through 8 2/3. Walked a guy, error, a hit by pitch, and then a base hit. Then another hit by pitch. And a 1-0. Swung on and missed. And Stevens had a good hack. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Aviators refuse to go away. Chance to walk it off right here. One and one now, first and second, and 1 away. And nasty curveball. It's in the dirt. He will swing through it. It's 1-2. Tooley's next. One and 2. That hit him. And they're loaded. So Stevens will have his second hit by pitch of the ball game. And now the winning run just 90 feet away. So here's Tooley. He has hit the ball hard every time tonight. He is 1 for 4. And looks like we're going to have a quick mound visit. Looks like there's some activity in the Derby bullpen. We'll just wait and see. Looks like Coach Spunsberg going to call the runners over, have a conference himself. Looks like the Twins are going to go to the bullpen, so Regglesworth will be lifted. All the runners on base will be his responsibility. Looks like number 19, Aaron Sines, out of Alma College, out of Sebawing, Michigan. So it'll be Sines. Looks like they're going to go with a left-hander. 7 innings of work so far this year. He's given up 4 hits, a run, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. He's yet to give up an earned run. So it'll be Sines, a left-hander out of Alma College. He will face the red-hot Tooley. The guy you want up for this situation is coming to the plate. Don't forget, we're at El Dorado Saturday and Sunday. First pitch slated at 7 o'clock. You can follow along on Twitter or Point Streak Live. Monday, we will have an off day. Tuesday at Hutch. And Wednesday, back here at home versus Hutch. And we'll have it for you at 7 o'clock. Around the league last night, the Sluggers swept a doubleheader over Great Bend, 6-0 and 5-4. El Dorado took care of Newton 6-5. Cheney beat Hutch 10-9. And Salina beat Andale 12-1 in 7 innings. Today, Cheney's at Hutch, Newton at El Dorado, and Salina at Mulvane. Warm-up tosses are complete for Sines. Here's Tooley. Single and a couple of RBIs last time and eventually scored. Infield is in. Outfielders crept in. And the first pitch, that is bounced right side. Throw home in time. They will get 1. And they're 2 away.
Now batting number 19, Levon Reynoso.
So 2 away. Everybody will move up. Here's Levon Reynoso. First pitch to him. That's a good fastball right down the middle for a call strike. Reached on an error last time up. A couple of strikeouts and a flyout, so he is 0 for 4. 378 at the start of the day. And the 0-1. He takes it high, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. 2 away. Bases are loaded. We're in the bottom half of the 9th. Winning run is 90 feet away. And it's 2-1. That one missed low. Nail biter here in Haysville. Aviators get 4 in the bottom of the 8th. And tie it up. They were able to chase Spencer Cochran. Regglesworth allowed them to get loaded. And now it's Sines. 2-1 to Levon Reynoso. And the pitch. That's low. And it's 3-1. So no place to put him. 3-1 count to Reynoso. That was a very close pitch. Looked about knee high. from where we're sitting, but we will take it. And Reynoso can look for a pitch right here. And the pitch is in the dirt, and he'll walk in a run. So the Aviators are going to walk it off here in the bottom of the ninth. Here are your totals. Aviators walk it off. They win it 5-4 and sweep the Twins. And for the Derby Twins, 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. And for the Aviators, 5 runs, 3 hits, and an error. And the Aviators are going to go to 9-4 and 7-4 in the league. The win will go to Martins. The loss will go to Regglesworth. And tomorrow night, we will be over at El Dorado and Sunday. So a good win for the Aviators. They pick up win number 9 of the season. So for Chris, I'm Todd saying good night from Haysville. We will see you on Wednesday.